Good morning. We are 4 people who are going to walk 100 kilometers on Bangalore's footpaths. And you know why we are doing this? This is Tom, this is Ruchir, this is Hemant, I am Arun. BBMP has said that they have got pedestrian friendly footpaths, Alva. So we said, show us. And so Indiranagar has come forward and said, we have got 5 kilometers of footpaths and we are going to walk. So we are going to walk and we are going to talk on the way. And Hemant is from BBMP, you also join us. Shall we start? Okay, come, let's go. We are now on 100 feet road, very well known road, and we left a place. Hey Ruchir, what is the place we just left? What is this junction called?
For me, I always call it as a Reliance Digital Junction.
He's calling it Reliance Digital Junction. Or what's the actual name?
12th May.
No, it is Sony Signal.
Where is Sony?
Where is Sony? Yeah, you look.
No,
So by the way,
no, I think Reliance Digital was Sony before. Because
So-
I got my camera from there.
so this is the beauty of Bangalore. This is called Sony Junction, even though there is no Sony shop anymore. In Bangalore, we have this business of naming a junction after a shop. And even after the shop goes, and if we keep going straight, where will we reach in Koramangala? There's one more junction.
Sony was Signal.
So that is also Sony Signal. So there are Sony to Sony. And even if you go there, there is no only Sony shop anymore. It has moved out.
Okay, that's also
So what happens is we have 2 Sony showrooms. They are both gone, but they have become, because in Bangalore we have this habit of not giving names. So, but if you're calling it Reliance, is a very interesting thing. Become Reliance, we give our own names. Tom, how long have you been in Indiranagar?
Since 1984.
Oh, wow. That's like
Before I born.
before he was born.
I've been old.
That makes you how much? 41 years.
41 years, yeah.
Oh, wow. Same here. I've been here from 1975.
Wow.
So,
Before my
yeah. So we have 2 oldies who have grown up here. And Ruchir, where are you from?
I'm from Mathura.
Mathura. Ah, far away. How long have you been in Bangalore?
It's been 10 years on and off.
Okay, great. So welcome to Indiranagar. 2 of us locals are going to show it to you. The other thing that we're doing, Hemant, where are you from? Tumkur. And how many years in Bangalore?
4th year.
4th year Bangalore. Okay. Where's your house? Kodihalli, close by only. Okay. So his house is in Kodihalli. You know where Kodihalli is? Yeah, have you heard the word Kodi?
Kodi I have.
There is a Kodi in your part of town, in Whitefield.
Kodi ke halli.
Kodihalli. Now there is one more Kodi, something which ends with Kodi. Vartur Kodi, have you heard of?
Kodi, yeah.
So what is Kodi?
Kodi is a pond of.
Yeah, so actually Kodi means when you have these lakes, Bangalore has man-made lakes. They are based on topography. So when the water exits, that place is called Kodi. So Kodi is where the water flows to the next lower level. That's the word for it. So Kodihalli is actually where we are now. So this Indiranagar is like a layout. It was set up in the 70s. And in Bangalore, you would have heard a lot of nagars, no?
Yes.
So generally, nagar means in the 70s and 80s, they took a lot of agricultural land and old villages and they converted them into a layout. So, Indiranagar, so there is no Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva, but there is Indra.
Because Bangalore good with the rain.
So why do we have Indiranagar?
Because of the rain.
Sir, Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva illa. Why we have Indra? Huh? You want to guess? Because the spelling is Indira.
Okay.
After Mrs. Indira Gandhi, yes. So in the late 70s, when she was Prime Minister, they created this layout. It was named after her. But they created this layout where a few hallis used to exist. So one is Kodihalli, which is any other hallis you can think of, Tom? In this area? This one, Dupanhalli. So basically Dupanhalli and Kodihalli were old villages dating back actually hundreds of years, and the land was cleared and plots were made and it was called Indiranagar. Okay, and that is the story of much of Bangalore in the 70s and 80s, moving from a small place with villages surrounding to surrounding villages being occupied. Okay, before we forget, part of this our job is to test the footpaths. They seem pretty good.
I run on this a lot.
You run on this footpath. So what BBMP told me was to look for 3 things. It is called GST. G means garbage. So G is garbage. S means shop
Okay.
or some sign which blocks. Basically, we're looking for obstacles. And T means trench, like a hole. So after we finish the walk, we are supposed to say what is the GST score, which means how many big garbage spots, how many shops with blocked up path, how many trenches, and that's a score. I said okay. What they also told me was it's now 7 a.m. They start sweeping only at 7:30.
Okay.
So in some sense we have come before. So this is before any supervision. That's why they said come early. Nobody has cleaned today, Alva. So it's a very honest assessment. So for example, if I see little paper, I won't complain because this is from the restaurant. It's come out. Okay. So now actually, if you see ahead, Ruchir, you will see a change. Look on the right, you can see big arch because this is the entrance to Doopanhalli. So what? So actually, if you came here 20 years back, this was a small village with small shacks, no pakka houses, and all the mains and crosses ended here. You can see this is not. It's not a grid. Till here it was nice mains and crosses. Now it is random because this is the beginning of the Halli. And what's happened in the last
This is Halli.
Doopanhalli, Kodihalli. And but then what happened was this place boomed, so everybody wants to live near the boom place. So now if you go inside Kodihalli and Doopanhalli, you will never know it used to be a village, except from the fact there are narrow streets. It's all concreted houses, fancy apartments, unbelievable for me because I've seen how it was. You would know. We would go and play and run in these open areas, and now it's all built up. So now we are in the unplanned part of Indiranagar. We have left the boundary. Do you also get the feeling we're walking downhill?
Yes, yes.
We're walking downhill. Yeah.
When we run, we can make out.
Yeah. It's a very clear gradient down. So what's the name of this road?
This is no, this is
100 feet road.
okay. This is yeah. This is 100 feet. I understand.
So do you know why it's called 100 feet road? Why is it 100 feet road? From footpath you're saying 100 feet till where? From any idea? Why is it called 100 feet road?
Not the width of the road.
Starting from there? What do you think? Just estimate. What do you think is the width of this road? Will be about, in my estimation, about 25 feet, right?
40 feet, 50 feet total.
No, so this one side will be 25 feet, other side. So where is the 100 feet? You know, actually it is coming from building property to building property, or drain to drain. So actually the measurement. So what I like about this footpath is, it's beautiful, right?
Basically, footpath is if you're into the like
So because I grew up here like you, I took it for granted 100 feet road. When I went to Delhi, I found every road is named after some Mughal king or some foreign diplomat. Archbishop Macarius Road, Shah Jahan Road. There is, I mean, that's when it struck me that we have this 100 feet road, 80 feet road, 60 feet road. You know why? Strange, no? Have you seen any other city with such?
even if there are other localities around, this is the only 100 feet road in people's minds, right? Only one in that.
Yeah, because I think it got branded. But there are other places have 100 feet roads. But I mean, it struck me that there's something unique about which we take for granted. Have you seen this anywhere else? Like you have lived in Delhi, you have lived in Pune. Even Pune doesn't have it. Mumbai doesn't have 100 feet roads. So why do? I was forced to think about it, but I like asking people that question. So Bangalore basically was a plan. This part of Bangalore was planned after independence.
Okay.
And when in the time when India was this was public sector world. My joke is that engineers were deciding city planning.
Okay.
So in the grid pattern, you have road width as the defining metric. And so the engineer would have taken a drawing and said, let's just call it that. I mean, they could easily have called this Kempegowda road or any road actually. But for whatever reason, we chose not to do it. And so the name has stuck as 100 feet road, 100 feet. How many 80 feet roads do you know of? Indiranagar 80 feet road, Koramangala 80 feet road. Actually, in every locality in Bangalore, there is a major 80-foot road. Again, no one has thought about why. So while we were growing up, we were told that if you keep walking on 100 feet road, it ends here, no?
Yes.
So Ruchir, can you guess? There was now there's a Bengaluru flyover.
Correct.
But that flyover came only in 2000. 4. What was there before that? How did we? If you go straight, it goes to Koramangala, right?
Correct.
But imagine there's no flyover. How would we go?
Directly cross the road. But yeah, there is.
There is no inner ring road. Inner ring road came in 2001.
Before
So how would you go to Koramangala before 2000? This is when we grew up. Our whole childhood was in Indiranagar, and Koramangala was there. We were told there was no connection.
okay. So
There was no connection. Unbelievably. So this is an obstacle. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay, we have found one obstacle. So imagine we are growing up in Indiranagar. Koramangala is actually 3 kilometers away, because you run. But there's no road.
what was there even?
Can you remember those days?
It brings me back all those memories. And my wife saying invest in those areas.
As a real estate investor, you didn't invest.
But
You got to believe me. I had one friend who lived in Koramangala. I went to school here. It's what he was coming from the other end of the world. He would come by cycle. He couldn't come like this. You had to come via the Viveknagar way. So we were always told that there is another 100 feet road in Koramangala and this joins up. It was a legend in our youth that Koramangala is a faraway place. There is a 100 feet road. If you draw a line, it will come. There were no Google Maps and roads. You couldn't actually check. But today it's the same road. 100 feet road Koramangala, 100 feet is the same road. And it is connected by inner ring road. It's actually the same road. So when I first went on inner ring road, I felt like my childhood fantasy has come true. I can go straight to Koramangala. Stuff like that.
What was there before? Like, it was,
So that is my question to you. What do you think was there between here and Koramangala? It was just army and an entire low-lying swampy area where we used to
because the
go.
water goes like
This is the what? So that was the lake. So we are actually going down the gradient, and we used to go and run and play in that. We used to run and play in that for treks. We used to go. It was wilderness. And if no one knew it was a lake, it was just one wild place at the end of the city. And if you took a left, you reached the airport. So it was the end of the city. Okay. Namaste, namaskar. Hegidira?